Hi guys, I'm Jenny and I have a serious problem. As you can see, since League Start I created a lot of characters, but it's even worse. I restarted and migrated so often that so far I cleared the Atlas about 5 times. So I have to change something. And this is where our challenge comes to play. Welcome to this brand new channel, starting with an ambitious goal. Path of Exile, Zero to Hero, Hardcore Solo Self-Found by a noob. Achieving all 4 different Voidstones from the Atlas, with different starter ascendancies, which in my opinion give a head start to at least farm some gear and currency for a later boss killer build. We start off creating a witch to mule for the gems we need for our marauder, as we're gonna play a chieftain righteous fire build. This build is very good for the beginning as it can farm decently, is very tanky and also playing shield charge very fast. The downside of the build, unfortunately, is that the leveling is really tedious, so yeah, we have to see how we come by. I will do a voice-over commentary for the first character here. As you will see in the end, maybe it did not play out that good. So the next videos will most likely be just a live commentary, as it is easier and also it should be fun for me, right? So yeah, we're leveling the Marauder here, going into the mud flats, very dangerous zone as usual. And yeah, Marauder in the early game just as tedious. We start with melee, but later we'll go for fire spells to level those, so we can expand the tree to righteous fire. We clear the mud flats, going to the submerged passage and going for the first skill point here. Also, I just noticed here that I have some gear from a char I did before this, so it's not exactly 0 to hero, but it's 0.01 to hero, because I think the char was level 6 and I have 1 unique, but I don't even use it, so yeah, I think it doesn't count. So here I'm checking for more gear I can buy for early head start to not die in the first 10 minutes. But yeah, in the early game you really just want to do it as per the guide. I just can recommend Pox's guide for Righteous Fire. I will most likely link it in the description, so you can check it out for yourself. Here we're going for the Dweller of the Deep first skill point again, as I like to do my skill points when they are due and not after the campaign, specifically in hardcore when you need every point to increase your power level. So far we do not have a mercenary, but yeah, I think in the early game they are not worth it, but later we will also get a kineticist, because they are really strong. Also going for the first ascendancy trials here, just to notice that I already did 2 of those with my first char. And then fighting Brutus. It's yeah, a long fight, but in the end we come out as a victor and just burn him to death. Going forward through Act 1, we see here the goats, very dangerous mobs in hardcore. Even without hardcore experience, I know that they can kill you easily. Going here for a nice ring from one of the mercs in the pirate area. I don't know, I think the fight was about 5 minutes, but I wanted the ring so bad, so I tried the risk. We have been early in Act 1, so it would be fine if I died here. Getting the All Flame, and if you did not know, you do not have to kill this girl, you can just grab the item and go on. And to get our next point, as we are going for the fire multiplication in the tree above. If you have more questions regarding builds and stuff, just let me know. Here you see that we find a really nice starting unique Jade Amulet, which we'll be most likely using for one of our next builds. So I also go for the risk, fight the mercenary for about 5 minutes, but come out as a victor. Now here clearing Merveil, Act 1. And yeah, that fight goes without any problem so far. We're going for the Trials of Ascendancy and quests in Act 2. And yeah, just logging out here so you can save some portal scrolls and time in the beginning. I'm no speedrunner of sorts, but yeah, if you can do some stuff like that, it cannot be bad to try. Here we are having the fight with the Act 2 boss. I just skipped it here for you because I think I fought him 3 minutes, and here you can see that early Act 3 we are already starting to sustain our Righteous Fire, which is always a good feeling, and the mobs are just burning and dying now. Which, and even in hardcore as a new character, early in Act 3 feels really good. So I can recommend the build here. Going further for more trials, as you can see the mobs are dying really good, and now as we can sustain Righteous Fire, I think it's time to start our fashion and be a righteous paladin, burning the enemies with his Righteous Fire. Tell me in the comments how you like the look. Clearing the library quest in Act 3, we're gonna buy more support gems. We're gonna 4-link our Righteous Fire. And like efficacy support, elemental focus and burning support. And with a 4-link, it's the fight versus Dominus is relatively fine. I feel myself really safe and tanky. Only to Dominus, let me remind again that it's hardcore and you should never feel safe in hardcore, as he bitch slaps the shit out of me, as you can see here. And yeah, I just go to 25% HP and get a reality check by Dominus. But after that I'm clear again and we can kill him successfully. Off to Act 4. The Aqueduct, no problem at all. The boss melting even before he arrives. And we're going to the top of the tree. Besides the minion nodes, as we will later get a weapon with minion damage, which also affects our damage with the exceptional node there. Clearing the lake for some XP, some multiple rounds here. As I'm always quite a little bit under-leveled, it's a habit you have when you only play softcore. But to get only reminded by the Rezo that we are playing hardcore and that this guy also can hit like a truck, because our physical mitigation is not there at the moment. And yeah, he does a lot of damage, but we also kill him in the end. And there you see the nice level up animation. Going for the fire damage over time multiplier, which is a big multiplier for Righteous Fire. Here we are trying to go for a new shield, as I think, or as I noticed at Dariso, I'm just not tanky enough for physical hits. So just a shield with more armor and life. Not a lot I can do in the early game, it's the first char still. And here we go for a stone golem, which increases our global defenses and more life rack. So now with the new shield, the new golem, I feel really safe. Crafting my gear a little bit with the resources I have before going for direction of not Kitava, sorry, for Maltael. As the bleedings, etc. and physical, and I think there's also a little bit chaos damage can be a problem. So you want to prepare a little bit. And here doing Chaos region as the Righteous Fire guy, which is really ironic and no problem at all. Also we have, we should have the labyrinth by now, I'm not quite sure. There's Calm going down, maybe we're doing the labyrinth after, I have to check again. But yeah, okay, now we're doing the labyrinth, so we of course want to have the explosions as first. In my eyes, it just helps with clear speed and also makes it tankier, as you can explode big enemies. And yeah, so they have less time to deal damage with you. Here important, we convert to a green gem and yeah, we get 3 really good options here. And so at first I cannot decide, as we have Laceret, Barma and Concoction. 3 really good gems also for solo self-found, so I decided to go with Barma in the end, as I like to play this build. I only played it one time and it's really strong in solo self-found as well. So then we straight up head up to Maltael. I think is it his name Maltael? I don't know. You know the boss of Act 4, I always forget his name. Heidi going down, okay, now you see the explosions and how the effect goes onto her, even without ignite proliferation. There, boom, and she's dead. That's what's so great about Chieftain. He's tanky, you have the explosions, he's mobile, you later have 90% all res. So really, really good for hardcore. Ah, Malakai is his name, not Maltael, that's the Diablo guy, never mind, sorry guys. I promise you the next video with live commentary will be more authentic and more to the scene. I just cannot be asked to do a proper voiceover. I'm not that good in editing videos. So here I just skipped most of Act 5 for you. It's just the usual campaign play, nothing big happened. As you see in our life, we spent quite some points into life points, as I, still am under-leveled in my opinion in hindsight. And Act 5 can be dangerous, especially Kitava for a lot of people is, an ending point, so we don't want to have it for us. Getting here Kitava's Torments and another Merc, always check them for a good gear, as we also want uniques that often are worn by them. Getting an armor flask or the quest rewards here in Act 5. Yes, I am that fast sometimes, like my girlfriend likes to say. Sorry. Getting here for the aura efficiency, as I wanted to do another aura, which I forget. But then yeah, I decided to spend more points into armor and life just before Kitava, so nearly 1.8k life with capped resistances, vitality, purity of elements, so I actually feel really tanky. I check everything before the Kitava fight, so everything is proper. Decide the flasks again, but yeah, I need the armor because Kitava also has a lot of physical damage, and I think if I just stand to the side when Kitava is punching me, I cannot die. I have so much regen. The Merc is deactivated as you see, so Kitava has no buffed life here. I go in and Kitava reminds me why he is the run killer, and the first thing he does is bitch slapping my face out of space. The first second, boom, 30% life. As his first action, okay, let's go to the side as I planned. Let's stick, but then I make a mistake and use my Frost Blink offensively. And it's the small things in hardcore that decide your fate. So Kitava comes up. Why ever, it's just a softcore habit. Frost Blink onto him to slow him a little bit. I don't know, it doesn't make sense. And he just decides that I need a reality check, and maybe Chieftain is not the tendency for me to go. He slaps me again. I cannot jump away. He slaps me again, and we are done. So yeah, our first try has ended with Kitava killing us Act 5. I think for first try in hardcore solo self-found as the first character without any gear, it's not that bad actually. And we find quite some good items to start the next run, which I will start in the next minutes. So if you're eager to find out how this challenge will play out, what the next build will be, I think it's a good time, as the Scissoran's Gauntlet will start next week. A lot of people are interested in hardcore, as I am myself. And yeah, let's see where this is going together, and I hope you like the content. Next video, like I said, will be live commentary, so it's more natural for me. I think it will be way different. You can tell me in the comments what you like. Please, if you like the content, consider subscribing, as I would like to do it as a hobby, and the more people like it, the happier I am to do it. Thanks guys, Journey out, see you with the next char and the next try. Bye bye.